Guys, thanks for being a part of Technique Tuesday today. Today we're going to go after box jumps. Great plyometric thing. They've been used forever. We've been using them for the last 30 years plus. And I can tell you, we got two main things I see always that some of the guys just worry about these stacking boxes, jumping up real high, and that's really cool. But it's not about how high you can get your feet. It's how you can extend, push, create power with the legs and hip. That's what makes a true difference on your vertical jump, your rebounding, and also on that speed, that driving. So what I want you to think about is we use 6, 12, and 18-inch boxes for most. We've used some 24, but almost always mine isn't about jumping on something high. It's about reacting, and then that extra resistance when you land, what's happening, that deceleration work that's so important to keep those knees healthy, but also that body ready to react and move and controlling the melon. So when we get the boxes out here, almost always when I set my different boxes up, my high school guys go right to the big boxes. But oftentimes I've got to take them down to a 12-inch box instead of the 18-inch box, because what they look at is when they're jumping, we hit that box, almost always there's a hesitation before they come off. To me, that's not working plyometric. It's about trying to react and move off of there. So here's what we're looking for. First rule I tell all of my kids, we're doing box jumps. This is a ski jump, for example, we're going to do today. They look at the box. That's my target. Don't worry about out there for right now. Look at that box, because the ones that ignore that and look around, they're the ones that miss their target, and they either come down on their shin, slip off the edge of it, or eat it down on the other side. We don't want to do that. Find it here. Once we make contact, eyes go forward so we can see what's going on in front of them. But right now, there's a contact. Knees are bent. We're ready to take off. Hit that box. Push. Land in a good motion here. What we'll see almost always, like I said, with the bigger guys, they'll get the bigger box just because they figure they're big, they have to. But if they hit that box, there's a pause before we come off. That's not producing power. They're not taking advantage of their strength and their speed and combining it, producing true power. That's what we need to have. So if they hit that box and they pause before they extend, I have them try it again and giving them the direction of what they need to do. As soon as they make contact, they've got to push, create power. If they still can't do it, the box is too high for what their ability is. Move them to the shorter box. Then once they get mechanics, they start learning it, then we can progress them. That's great. The other part of it is if they hit and they've got a quick reaction, but they don't go anywhere, they're not getting that extension. They're not popping. And without hitting and getting that full extension from the feet, ankles, hips, and knees, we're not producing power. They're just doing quick feet. And quick feet, to me, is pretty worthless in most of the athletics. All the fast stuff here, moving in and out, it's about making a hard cut explosive when you need to run, not moving your feet around real quick. So make sure when they come off that box, full impact, as soon as they make contact, push, landing, hips back. That's the next thing I'm looking at. Where are they landing? Are the knees going forward? Are they rolling inside? So we land, it's always hips back. I'm in a ready position to take off. Then we can progress this into how do you transition into some different lateral movement, forward movement, find some different positionings. That's athletics. So hope you guys enjoyed this one today. Ski jumps, but it's about box training. So we'll add some other things into it as well. If you're not already signed up for our summer camp, it's less than 2 weeks. June 3rd, we start at 2 locations, strengthofamerica.us, then select summer camps. Find the one closest to you. Old Bob's down at Lincoln Prep. And Bobby, the young guy, is over at Alma School of Warner at Chandler Prep. So if you're not in our area and can't get to camp, still reach out for questions, the SOA podcast at gmail.com, or message below. We'll be happy to help any we can to help your athletes reach success.